Hello everyone, my name is Alona and today we're going to talk about stereotypes with Amilingo.com. There's no one in here yet, so I'm going to wait for a first student to join the class. And meanwhile, I'm going to open the file that I'm going to use for the class. Alright, and here is the first student. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Alona.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing good. How was your Sunday?
Not bad.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. What did you do?
Go to the shop.
I went.
Man. I see to buy new jeans.
Oh, nice. So did you buy the jeans or you just like what?
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
bought it. I bought it.
Awesome. That's why you have a smile on your face. Hey, Alec.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well too.
How was your Sunday?
Just kind of lazy. Spent some time working on my English skills and then played some computer games.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you usually are you off on Sundays?
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday are
That's awesome.
off days. Yeah.
Really cool. And hey, Svetlana.
Hello, good evening to everyone.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm ill a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. What happened?
I don't know, sometimes it happens when weather is getting better and you catch a cold.
Better or worse?
What?
When the weather is getting better or worse?
Better.
Oh, do you like winter?
I don't like because it's dark,
Mm-hmm.
but I like snow.
Oh, okay.
I like this New Year's expectations.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have snow over there?
We had it, but now we have only dirty
Mud.
ground.
Okay, yeah, same here. We don't have snow. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like winter. I feel like it's spring right now. Okay, guys, let's get started. Today we're gonna talk about the stereotypes. I'm gonna show with you the files that I prepared. Okay, it is in the chat, so I'm gonna ask you to open it. Hey, Luba.
Good evening, Alona. Hello
Good
to
evening.
everybody.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. What about you?
I'm great too. Today we are going to talk about the stereotypes. Okay, so Luba, let me share the file with you so you can open it too.
Uh-huh. Have I missed something interesting? Because I'm a little bit late.
No, not yet, no.
Okay.
We didn't start yet. So you are right in time. Okay, Oleg, would you please start reading?
Okay. The stereotypes. In a perfect world, we would use national stereotypes less often. However, it is true that national stereotypes are used when discussing other countries and peoples.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven is where the police are British.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, go ahead. Heaven
Okay.
is where the police are British. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The cooks are French, the mechanics are German, the lovers are Italian, and it is all organizing by the Swiss. Hell is where the police are German, the cooks are English, the mechanics are French, the lovers are Swiss, and it is all organized by the Italians.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. So what do you think, guys, of it? Can you do you feel like the stereotypical sarcasm in this phrase?
Yeah, but I think it's quite common stereotypes, and
Okay.
I see it everywhere. Like if I see a bakery, it's usually French. At least here in United States, there are a
Mhm.
lot of French bakeries. Um, so police are British. I'm not really sure what is it about, but Italians are lovers, and you can see it in some films or
Mhm.
songs, something like this. Organized by the Swiss, it's if you think about clocks or knives, Swiss
Mhm.
knives, so they're pretty well made, pretty well
Sure.
organized. So it's yeah,
Mhm.
it's
All right, but do you agree with this phrase? Do you think that those stereotypes are true? Like, for example, French is the best foods, or yeah, the
um
national stereotypes.
no, I don't think so. I think a lot of countries have can have good cooks.
Okay, so
a lot of
it
good-
so it isn't. So do you agree that this is a stereotype?
Yeah, of course it's stereotype to some
Okay.
degree. Yeah.
Sure. All right. Thank you, Alec. Hi, Alexander. Alexander, can you hear me? I think you need to turn on your microphone because we cannot hear you. All right, Luba, could you please start reading truth about stereotypes?
Mhm. So, national stereotypes are dangerous because they may provoke racial prejudice.
Racial prejudice.
Racial racial prejudice.
Mm-hmm.
Stereotypes contain a certain amount of truth. There is no such thing as national character, and therefore the idea of national stereotypes is rubbish. The reason stereotypes exist is because people are afraid of diversity, change, and what is unknown. They prefer to cling to small classifications,
Simple
classifications which maintain an old, familiar, and established order.
Mm-hmm.
Stereotypes are simply harmless sorts of jokes we tell about other nationalities or groups of people.
Okay, thank you, Luba. Svetlana, what is, in your opinion, the best way to challenge a stereotype?
I think you can make your own decision about people, about nation, only when you talk to this person, to this people. And actually, I don't think that stereotypes are rubbish, and that we can use it. We can feel this, funny of that they're funny, that these jokes are funny. But we, of course, we don't take them to the heart. I mean, we don't think that people are the same.
Okay, but I mean, in some countries, people actually what they hear, like the stereotypes, they make their judgments about the people in general. In some countries, I mean, maybe not in our countries, but in some countries in the world, they do. Like they make an opinion of a country or people from the specific stereotype.
But it was, as it was mentioned, that there is a reason for people to think about countries, about citizens of countries in such a way.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. What you have seen here are national stereotypes. Can you think of other kinds of stereotypes? Guys, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. For some reason, I didn't hear you for a second.
We are very disciplined students. Today we switch off our mics.
Yes, you do. Okay, so since you started talking, can you think of other kinds of stereotypes?
Yes, for sure. So
what is in your mind when you think of stereotype?
So there are lots of them about Russians. The Russians, you have heard about them, I believe, for instance, that there are a lot of bears on the streets, and in Siberia people wears only valenki, our national shoes, nothing more, and we drink a lot of vodka.
All right.
So.
Okay.
But it's of course not true. It's just, I believe it's just so a couple of these stereotypes were gathered during their long period of history. Only that's why. So people think.
Sure. Yeah, they think the same about Ukraine actually. They think what the water here is more expensive than vodka and stuff like that.
I can add to Ukrainians. I can add that all of you like bacon, yes, sala.
Sala.
Yes.
Actually, I don't think it's a stereotype. I mean, I love it. I would say this one is true.
but for
borscht, it's really good.
Yeah. I agree with you. I like it too for 50% because I'm 50% Ukrainian.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Alexander, can you hear me? Alexander? Okay, I think Alexander wants just to listen today. Or, hello, Alexander.
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. You are being quiet today. And okay, Alexander, could you give me some examples of the stereotypes that are in your mind?
Stereotype?
Yeah, like we just mentioned like national stereotypes, and what other kinds of stereotypes that you are thinking about?
I don't know. Stereotype. What is it? About Russian drink vodka. About what issue? Maybe people in the Africa always fighting with crocodiles. It's
Okay.
my own stereotype.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Alexander. Oleg, what are your stereotypes?
I guess I saw in the United States about like Mexicans or black people that they are always like gangsters or something, or criminals, but which is absolutely not true. A lot of them are well educated and they're very, very, very kind persons. So it's very kind people, but yeah, it's a kind of stereotype.
Okay. The Jewish are greedy. Could it be a stereotype?
Yeah, sure.
All right. What else? What else is in your mind?
I don't know. It's only vodka is coming to my mind because it's like so around me. Each time I tell that I'm Russian, they always ask me how you drink. Do you drink vodka a lot? So it's pretty popular here, but nothing else like about bears or something. There's no such stereotypes. It's only vodka. Yeah.
All right. Svetlana, could you share the stereotypes that are in your mind? Svetlana, are you there? Okay.
Actually, I don't know because stereotypes. We should know these people and should know that these people are they are not so similar to this stereotype. I mean, you should realize that it's just a joke and it shows only one side. But I don't know lots of foreigners. I mean, in other countries, people from another countries to make this suggestion about them. So I don't know. Maybe I mean maybe there is something.
Maybe something that you like saw in the media.
Yes, on TV, on the news.
Like, for example, when I was in school, the teachers always were telling like us that men are better in science and girls, they are stupid, they don't know how to do mathematics and stuff like that. So it's kind of a stereotype too, which is I don't think is true. But I mean, as a man, they might tell us that of course they are better than us. I don't know. Okay, guys, let's move on to page number 2. Here are some examples that I put, like, for example, women, they are weak, fragile, gentle, able to multitask, make better parents, good cooks, good at finding things, hardworking, emotional, talk a lot, warm-hearted. Men, they are strong, brave, motivated at work, learn to hang out with their mates, not good listeners, keep their feelings to themselves, snore, don't cry, don't do chores around the house. Teenagers, they are rebellious, selfish, noisy. Their peers' opinion are more important than their families. Energetic, very sleepy, lazy, idealistic, and moody. Okay, do you guys agree with those? Okay, you can start talking. Whoever wants to.
May I start?
Sure.
Interesting that teenagers, they're energetic and very sleepy and lazy at the same time. I suppose all of these characteristics.
They're like energetic, they like to party.
All of these characteristics, you know that women, they can be strong and brave. Also, they can. I mean, all the people can have all of these characteristics. And but of course we would like to see a man strong and brave and motivated, and to see them having good characteristics. And I don't know, maybe I cannot say that it is not true that women and men, they are different. I believe that they are different and they should be different in some ways, but not so, you know, categorical. Just women are one group of people and men are another, and they are absolutely different. It's not true, of course.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Oleg, what do you think of it?
I think that to some extent it is true. Like, men are strong because it's just the nature. So, of course, there is some exceptions, but in general, it's true. So I don't think it's like a stereotype. I think it's something pretty common to think this way. And so the same thing is for women, weak and gentle. It's really true, I think. What else? Like, men don't cry, so I think men they're just trying not to cry. So that's their characteristic.
Okay.
I think it's not I cannot.
I mean, they do
this,
cry,
this
of course, sometimes.
Yeah, they do, but they're trying not to
show it. Yeah.
So, okay. Maybe like make better parents. I don't agree with this. I think it's from person to person, it's different. But yeah, I agree with most of these things, and I don't think that they are stereotypes. That's what I think.
Okay. And Luba, what's your opinion?
So, in the whole, all of these examples according to people, yes, in the whole only. But I would argue some of these characteristics. For instance, I believe that men are more good at cooking.
They are better.
And they are better at cooking, and they like to talk as well, not less than women.
Sure.
And so there are a lot of examples when women behave themselves very brave, strong, and for instance at work or in a family, when women take high position, higher than men, for instance. So probably it's they are different in their attitude to life, to some situations, and we judge only of this, yes, from this. So, because women, yes, I believe they are more emotional, yes, sensitive.
Sensitive.
Sensitive, and men are more
cold-hearted.
How is it? Sorry?
I said cold-hearted, but it's not
cold-hearted, and I would like to say like расчетливые, or
like they're predicting stuff, kind of.
Или как бы более more calm, more уравновешенные. Oh my god, I have lack of vocabulary. So like, yes, уравновешенные, не знаю.
I'm not sure even уравновешенные. Could you say me a synonym of this word?
Like they are more calm in a difficult situations. They keep their temperature, yes, something like this.
Their temperature. So, I mean, they are.
Temper, not temperature.
They just know how to deal with situations, with like hard situations, stuff like that. Okay, thank you. Okay, the next question is going to be, guys, what are stereotypes and how do they affect people's life? Do you think that you are actually being affected by the stereotypes? Alec, what do you think?
As I told before, yes, this is very common.
Like, personally for you, like, are you being affected by the stereotypes? Like, for example, that like you had an experience living abroad in USA, and when you started to go Russian, people would say, "Oh, what kind of stuff like that." So, are you being affected when people are telling you those kind of stuff?
Like affected in a bad way, or
I don't know, or in a good way, in any kind of way.
No, just quick questions that they ask, and maybe they just can ask, "Hey, really, you don't really like vodka? How's that possible? You're
really?
Russian." Yeah, but it's nothing really like in a bad way. There is no such things.
Okay. All right. And Luba, are you being affected that people have stereotypes, like, let's say when you had your experience living in Germany, and did people like make a comment that you're Russian and stuff like that, and did they tell you the stereotypes that they had about Russians?
Yes, for sure.
What do you share with us?
So they asked me for dress, how we live in Siberia when it's so cold there, and one girl asked me always what clothes we wear, because she really believes that we wear only fur coats and valenki, and our clothes is so crazy. But yes, I explained her that it's not so, because they they were like surprised a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe, yes, that people very affected of stereotypes, but we need to judge from our own experience, and traveling helps us to break these imaginations about others.
Yeah. Telling people that it's not how they think. Yeah. And I think I'm thinking about it. I think the only word that is in my head about uravnovешение is calm. So.
Да, I
no
thought about it too. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And
I think it's well-tempered.
Warm-tempered?
Good-tempered or well-tempered.
Good-tempered? Yeah, that might be too. Okay. Svetlana, could you please continue reading? It is on page number 2 and the bottom.
Stereotypes explain a commonly held thought about a group of people in general or a specific type of person. Such commonly held stereotypes, regardless of accuracy, include obese people eat too much, obese people eat too much, all Asians are adept at material arts, or
martial arts.
Or many homeless are lazy who also have alcohol or drug addictions. Although positive stereotypes do exist, they almost always generate negative associations. Stereotypes may seem laughable at first, yet they are difficult to ignore. Even worse, they slowly influence people. Over a long period of time, stereotypes become viewed as normal or typical, which then leads to prejudice and unfair treatment. People targeted by stereotypes may be unable to overcome these negative views. Society may also prevent them from succeeding in school or work.
It's society.
It's society.
All right, thank you, Svetlana. And there is some space on page number 3, and I want you to move to page number 4. And here are the stereotypes that I put about Americans. And I would ask you to read those stereotypes, and then to go from like 1, 2, 3, and tell why you think that it is not true or true. Do you agree? Is this a stereotype? Is it actually a truth? So this is going to be a task for you.
Okay. About Americans. They are fat. A couple fun facts. 68% of Americans were overweight or obese in 2012. And since 1960, they have packed on an extra 24 pounds each, causing endless problems related to diabetes, heart disease, fuel consumption, and airplane seating size standardization. Somehow that 60 billion we spend every year on weight loss products is getting them nowhere. So, do you want me to read all of them?
No, you can go like one by one.
Okay.
So, do you think, do you agree, is it like a stereotype, or do you think it's a truth? And I want you to explain your opinion.
Okay. Unfortunately, this is true. This is truth because I see a lot of fat people, and I see a huge market around this because there's a lot of companies that are trying to help those people. There is government programs, and this is all a huge problem. And there is like I saw like for example in the cinema they're trying to build like a huge seats
Mm-hmm.
like double-sized C's for the
Mm-hmm.
beast.
Because they cannot
people.
fit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is a really big problem here, and I see it a lot. So I don't think it's like a
Stereotype.
stereotype. Yeah, it's not a stereotype. It's a truth. It's a big problem here.
Okay, could you do the next one too? They barely travel.
They barely travel, and this is true.
Okay.
So there's a reason for this. First of all, they are really hard workers. They are so concentrated on work. They don't even have a huge vacations. They have a very small amount of holidays, and they have very short vacations. And they usually travel something inside of the country. They don't usually go outside. It's very rare. Like, and I see a lot of people. They really want to travel, but they don't do it.
Okay.
They have stupid reasons for this, but. Yeah, that's true. I don't think this is a stereotype.
Okay. And they are ignorant of the world. USA is the best country in the world, as they think. What do you think about it?
Yeah, this is true as well.
All of it is true. Okay.
Yeah, they really think that United States is absolutely the best country. It's the most powerful, the most even if you watch for some I don't know persons in science, they don't want to compare China's economy and United States economy to see that United States are not the best. They don't have the best economy, but people still believe that United States is always right and in the best, even though they made a lot of mistakes during the history.
Okay.
Yeah, and also.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, this last thing is that they don't really care much about what is happening around outside of the country. They usually don't know much about it. They don't know history.
Don't really care, I guess.
Yeah, they don't really care.
Okay. And what about they're scientifically illiterate? I mean, they're not really good at in geography or history, as you know. And if they are as for me, if they're good at something, it's going to be only according to the major. Like if he's a good engineer, he's going to be a perfect engineer, but then he's going to be really bad in history or geography because it's out of his field. Do you think it's true or not?
No, I don't think it's true. They don't have they don't have very good education, but at the same time there are a lot of very, very smart people, and people are trying to catch up on everything. So I don't think that's in general they're illiterate. I think it depends on a person.
Sure. All right. And they are rich?
Maybe they are more rich than in Russia, for example, because the salaries are much higher, even the average salary. But at the same time, there is a lot of things that are very expensive, and so I think in this case it's pretty balanced because service, any type of service like haircut or anything, it's very very expensive.
Okay. All right. And what about too religious?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, there are a lot of different kinds of churches here, but I really never met people who are religious. This is weird, but I never met them. So I guess it's not true.
Okay. All right. And gun crime is out of control.
I never saw anything related to gun crimes, but if you read news, if you read newspapers, yeah, it looks like that there's this huge problem with gun crimes.
And they do not know what patriotism is.
Oh, that's a tricky question, because I guess they think they are all patriots. I think. So they believe in it. They're 100%. So I guess they know what is it.
Alright, well, according to them, maybe they think they're patriot, but I think people around the world, they think that America doesn't have any culture and people are not patriotic because they don't have anything to be like proud of because they don't have real like culture.
No, I'm not sure. I think at schools, at university, they're like talking about the United States and they're really proud of it. So I think they're really patriotic. I don't know.
Okay. All right, and I think the last one which is okay because it's really close to patriotism and culture. All right, thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome.
And now we're gonna move to Africans. And Luba, could you please cover the stereotypes about Africans?
So I will try.
Okay.
The first, Africa is a country. Probably some people forget about about such countries like Egypt, Morocco. So probably that's why there is such a stereotype.
Okay.
So the second, the spoken language is African, so it belongs to the first stereotype, I believe. And so if I'm not mistaken, there is no such language at all, African language.
Yeah, they have like different tribe languages.
So the third, they all look
Alike.
It's like the same.
Yeah, like similar to each other. Like it is here in description: dark brown skin, flat noses, big lips, and woolly hair. The women are fat, but that is how the man likes them.
Oh. Yes, but I believe that it's true to identify some of these persons. Yes, for me they look very similar, but not at all.
Okay.
So next one, Egypt is in Middle East, not in Africa. Not in Africa, yes?
Yes, sorry.
So
Africa.
probably some people who are not good in geography, they think so, probably. So they are jumping around the fire. Funny, very funny stereotype.
That's how some people think.
American people think so.
Yes.
So the next, they are wearing the clothes out of leaves, but there are till nowadays some countries, yes, where people are naked at all.
Maybe like tribes in a country.
Sorry?
Tribes. Tribe at a plema.
Yes, but not all of them. They're South Africa Republic, like, yes, in English. I believe that there are very civilization people, so they have all of profits, not
Profits? Это доход. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say comfortable things like this. Comfort.
They have lots of comforts.
Comforts, yes, like we. So culture. They were.
Oh,
colorful.
it's the same. It's gonna be related to 5. But yeah, please read.
They wear colorful clothes, or almost nothing at all, and love to play their drums and dance. They live in jungle clearings in little round huts. They eat monkeys.
Okay. Wow.
The next, they use tigers as pets. Oh yeah, I hear it's the first time. I never have heard it.
Okay.
So they are all in tribes. What does it mean, tribes?
Племя. Племена.
Okay. So, but still there are some of tribes, they exist till nowadays. Probably it's true. Yes, they live in trees and huts. Probably they live only in huts, not in trees. I cannot imagine.
Maybe they just climb on a tree to sleep over. Is an idea.
They hunt lions. Lions. Oh, I suppose it's very dangerous for them. It would be dangerous for them. They are all living in unsanitary conditions. Oh, I believe in it. Really, it's true. I'm sure, because a lot of diseases comes from Africa, and we know the situation with water there is very difficult. So that's why it causes a lot of diseases. And the next one, Africa is a land filled with disease. Again, yes. Yes, it's
Alright, here is a tag that I want you to read about.
To read, yes, I need to read. Many of these stereotypes are a result of media coverage and a lack of research on the part of individuals. Ignorance can only be cured through a pursuit of knowledge, and until people begin to pursue facts, they will have closed minds and never know the true beauty of African culture and African people.
Okay, thank you very much, Luba. Let's move into our Middle East and stereotypes of Arabs. Svetlana, could you please cover this part?
Stereotypes of Arabs. They live in the deserts. It's not true, I suppose.
But it's not desert, it's deserts.
Deserts, okay.
You know, if you put two S, it's going to be desert. Как десерт по-русски? Вкусненько такое. Десерт, да.
I can't remember. I know about this difference. I can't remember. Arabs as villains and terrorists.
Do you think it's true?
You know, I can agree with all of these statements because there is, as I told, that there are some reasons to think in this way, and it doesn't exist just because it happened. I mean, some people created this, mention this. How to say?
Maybe it was just created, for the politicians to control over the world. So, if something happens, they will say, even if it's like done by Americans, they would say, "Oh, Arabs did it," or something like that, just to have like the stereotype, so the people they would think so.
It's difficult for me to discuss all of these statements, for example, because on the one hand, I agree with them, and I know that I don't think that stereotypes are something wrong or that it lies. It's lie because it's true, and we know a lot of examples of it. But on the other hand, we shouldn't judge people from only one side. We should remember about that TV and all of this media influences us, and we should maybe have a chance to make our own decision about it. But we can do it only when we meet these people. Only when we visit these countries and to see using our own eyes to see the situations.
So we can judge. All right. Okay. What is your opinion about they ride camels? Do you think it's a stereotype or is it truth?
I saw some pictures.
Mhm.
I think it's true.
Okay. And women have no rights.
It's true.
Okay. Marry girls in the age of 12. Like.
It happens.
Okay. Have you heard of Clone, like a soap opera? Svetlana, are you there?
I'm third clone.
Did you watch it? It was really popular in Ukraine. It was Clone with Jod. And when our girls here, they hear about Arabs or Middle Eastern, they would say clone. I mean, I don't know, maybe you don't have it there in Russia.
We had. It was also
Okay.
popular.
Okay. So this is kind of a stereotype that they have of Middle East. All right. 9/11. When, you know, when it happened. So, do you think 9/11 is a stereotype of Middle East, like it was done by some terrorist group like Al-Qaeda?
Actually, I watched some movies, that they told that it wasn't terrorist. It wasn't caused by terrorists, and maybe there was Americans' influence on the situation. But actually, I'm so far from this situation. I'm so far from America, so I don't.
Far like you're not familiar, or far like geographically?
Both.
Okay. Okay. All right. Stereotypes of Asian countries. So let's like cover it one by one. Oleg, could you please start?
Okay, all Far East Asians are Chinese and speak like this. Ching Chang Chong. Yeah, I guess it's a stereotype. I never heard of it before, but it's funny.
Okay.
And I guess I agree with this because I feel this way when they speak like this. Ching Chang Chong. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Chinese is a pretty funny language.
All right.
But I don't feel like all Asians are Chinese. No, I don't have the stereotype.
Okay. Could you call us the second one too? All Far East Asians people can do martial arts.
Okay. So to some extent, I can agree with it because I have few Chinese people, Chinese colleagues in my company, and they love martial arts. They all love martial arts movies. So they're really into it. So I guess to some extent, yeah, like they love it, but I don't think they all like practice it.
Okay. All right, Luba. Number 3. Asian women value money the most. Do you think it's a stereotype or is it the truth?
To be honest, I never heard about this stereotype.
Okay, so it could be just a stereotype then.
Okay, let it be.
Okay. Number 4.
Asian children are all geniuses. I don't believe in it, so it depends on a child itself, not on nationality.
Sure, I think so too.
And the next one, Asian people are strict parents. Asian people are strict parents. So maybe it's true. So they should be so, I believe. And because of, so it's, like, yes, we know their politic, one family, one child.
One child policy.
One child policy, yes. And probably it's not a true, because they have, if they have only one child, they should love.
They can like spoil.
Yes, probably no, it's not true.
Okay.
No, I think so. I changed my mind.
All right. And Svetlana, number 6. Asian people mainly eat rice.
I know that they eat a lot of rice and their health is good because of it, and they look well because they eat rice, they eat fish, and all these products.
Okay. So it's the truth. It's not a stereotype.
I believe, yeah.
Okay. And could you please call with the second one too? They have poor English language skills.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I believe that maybe they know English better than Russian people, for example, because they are hardworking and they try to, expand their activities and try to create contacts with other countries, with other partners. They try to survive, and they have to know English. I suppose most of them know English, and I know some people actually. I have a friend from China, and she knows English. And as I understand that all of her classmates, they studied it, and they know it. They have to know it.
Okay. Thank you. Guys, let's turn on our microphone. So we're gonna have a discussion, not like one by one. So if you can, please turn on your microphones. So if you agree or disagree, I want you to comment on it and tell your personal opinion. Okay, and Alek, may I ask you to cover number 8, most Asians wear glasses?
I think it's a stereotype. I really never saw any Asians that wear glasses, so.
Okay. And they dress strangely.
No, that's not true. They dress the same way, so.
Okay. And Luba, they are hardworking. Do you think it's true?
Yes, it's true, for sure. They need to work very hard because they need money. If I'm not mistaken, their salary isn't so high, so that's why. And we know everything in the world, almost everything in the world, are produced in China.
Sure. Thank you. Or Asians are not fat. Svetlana, do you think it's true or is it a stereotype?
Yes, they are not fat.
Okay, so that is true.
Right.
All right. Let's move to the stereotypes about British that Americans believe are true. And they love tea. What do you think, guys? Is that true or is it a stereotype?
Yes, it's true. I believe it's true.
Yes, sure. They love to drink alcohol.
So probably they have nothing against alcohol, but I wouldn't say that they are alcohol. Oh my God, alcohol addicted. I wouldn't say so.
Okay, I put here rural area word, but what actually I wanted to put is they prefer living in rural areas rather than in urban areas. Do you think it might be true? Or is it a stereotype? Okay, Alex, Svetlana, it should be in a discussion too.
I think number 2 and number 3, it's the opposite way. It's about Americans, because Americans love to drink and they love to live in rural areas, especially like grown-ups, but not maybe teenagers, but yeah,
Okay.
like old people.
Alright, and too polite, and they apologize a lot. Like they would say always, "Pardon me, I'm sorry, sorry." Do you think it's true, or is it a stereotype?
I think it's stereotype. I think they just admire accent of British people, and because of that, they think about like when Americans hear British accent, they always think about kingdom. They think about like queen, and maybe that's this correlated to this, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Terrible snobs that are actually judging you. Okay, Svetlana, what do you think of it? Do you think it's true? Is it a stereotype?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So this is just a stereotype. Okay, they are too proud of their British accent. It's without S in the end, just accent. Or what do you think of it, guys?
Probably yes, probably it's true. Because Britain is like homeland of English. Yes, it's clean, and so in our schools we learn first British English, not American one. So probably yes, it's true.
Okay. All right.
As for me, it's not true because in Great Britain there are a lot of different accents, and I think most of them are really terrible. I cannot even understand them. But there is like a Queen's British, which is very good. They can be proud of it, but like Cockney or some other accents, they're really terrible. I don't think they can be proud of it.
Okay. I didn't know actually, honestly, about it. Okay. They spend every weekend in a pub. I mean, I think it's true, honestly, because they do love pubs. So I don't think it's stereotype. And let's move to number 11. They love talking about the weather. Do you think it's true, or is it a stereotype?
I believe that it's true. Because in most British books, yes, we read some conversation about weather. Yes, we can meet such conversations in books. So
okay. So the next one, I put a few Ukrainians and Russians, but I don't think we're gonna comment on it because we know if it's true or not. Or is it a stereotype? So I'm just gonna go over them. So they love vodka. Vodka is cheaper than water. They ride bears. They have snow all year long. Their women are the most beautiful. Terrible accent like brr, brr, brr. They do not follow any rules. They love to yell and they're too loud. They love pork. They are not modern. Chain smokers. They are poor. So at least that's what I heard from American people when I lived in USA. So when I would say I'm from Ukraine, they would say something like that to me. So I could like add a stereotype. Okay, and here, what are stereotypes of like French people? What is your association of, not association, what is your stereotype of French people, guys? What do you think of? What do you think of that?
May I start
Sure.
with my?
Of course.
So they are very proud of their cuisine. They like kissing, to kiss, and they are very romantic.
Okay.
And they are very proud of their culture, and they speak, even if they know French, other languages, they speak only French. So like
actually, yeah,
tourists, purisты, или как они называются?
Yeah, actually that's true, I think, because when I was in the airport in Paris, I was trying to get away to some gate and I was speaking to someone in English, and they just pretended they do not understand English. And I'm sure they do know English, especially like airport workers, but they're just too proud. I don't know why. Just they want us to speak French. But then when I started speaking to them in Russian, they said me, "Oh, do you speak any English? I'm gonna help you out." So that was funny to me. Okay, Germans. What are your guys' stereotypes of Germans? Oleg, Svetlana, what are your stereotypes?
Maybe they drink a lot of beer.
Okay. Anything else?
They are very punctual. They follow all the rules. And so they are very serious people, well educated. They like reading books in transport everywhere. So we can see people with books in their hands.
Okay.
They produce best cars in the world.
Yes, and they are very proud of how they love.
I actually love their cars.
them. Yes.
Okay. Let's move on to the exercise. In my country, you have to just choose true or false. So, Svetlana, may I ask you to start? Let's make like each of us 3 sentences.
In my country, people are polite. No, I don't think that people are polite in Russia.
Right. Then false.
False.
Okay. And for number 2?
In my country, people say thank you for almost everything. No, it's false. It's false. In my country, people ask, how are you? Sometimes. Yes, maybe it's true.
Okay. And Oleg, could you cover next 3 sentences?
Okay. In my country, people queue up to wait for a bus or train. Yes, I saw this, so I guess it's true.
Okay.
In my country, people wait for everyone to get off the bus or train before getting on. No, it's false, I think. Yes, people are sometimes rude.
Okay.
So next.
Sure. Is it the 3rd one or the 2nd one? I'm lost.
No. I'm sorry?
Have you covered 3 sentences?
Oh, I need to do 3. Okay. In my country, people say "excuse me" before asking a question. I think it's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. And Luba?
In my country, people say sorry all the time. No, it's false. For sure, it's false. In my country, people say please and thank you a lot. No. They are not so polite, unfortunately. And in my country, people make small talk. No, it's false as well. So, for instance, by asking how are you, foreigners answer how are you, and that's all. And our people, they will tell you a big story. Oh, yes.
Yes, I know that. I was surprised actually in the States when they would ask you what's up and you have to answer what's up. And like here in Ukraine they would say, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you, like, get ready," you know. And it's gonna be a long story. Okay. Let's move on. Alright, it's number 10, right? Yes. Okay, Luba, could you cover it?
In my country, people don't say what they think if it's negative or possibly offensive. Yes. So true and false at the same time. It depends on a person. Yes, sometimes it happens. Go on. Yes.
I will ask Svetlana to go on. Svetlana, are you there? Svetlana, did you fall asleep? Okay, I think she did. Luba, could you continue, please?
Sorry. In my country, people share the bill equally.
Equally.
When eating in a restaurant. What does it mean, equally?
You know, like, for example, sometimes a man, he would say, oh, I'm going to pay, and he's going to pay for the bill, but sometimes it's equal, like 50-50. So the women and the man are going to pay, or the whole company are going to share the bill.
So if people
share the bill equally, it's like, for example, if there are two of us, so it's going to be 50-50. If there are like 4 of us, it's going to be like 25% each.
Yes, probably it's true. It's true. If they are only friends, yes, it's true.
Okay.
In my country, people bring a gift to a party or dinner. Yes, it happens very often. It's true, probably.
Okay.
Go on or not?
Sure, go on.
In my country, people offer to clear the table and wash up at the end of a dinner party. Yes, it's true. For sure, it's true. People offer. Yes, guests. For instance, your guests offer to help you with dish.
This never happens in Ukraine. That's awesome. That it happens in Russia.
They do it just because of politeness.
Okay.
But of course, the host, yes, the host says, "Oh no, I will do it on my own."
Okay.
It's just for politeness.
Here they even don't offer.
You know, in compare with German, yes, it's really interesting. For instance, if we offer something, yes, something to eat, for instance. At the first time, people say, "Oh no, thank you," but we ask the second time, and we know that people want to take something. And if German says, says no, it means no. If yes, that means yes.
Okay.
No other ways.
Yeah, it's different here.
Like this, yes.
Interesting.
Okay, the next one. In my country, people send thank you cards after reporting. No, it's false. It's never happened. And the last one. In my country, people are very sociable. Yes, it's true. I believe in it. It's true.
Okay. All right. There were some questions, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to cover them because we are running out of time. But you guys might answer them. Those are the questions to like. They are really related to our topic today. So are we specifically being influenced by stereotypes? So do you guys have an opinion of nationalities and countries, even if you have never been there? Do you think the stereotypes should exist? So you guys should cover those questions by yourself. All right, and it was really nice having a class with you guys. I hope you enjoy your evening, and if you would like to have a private lesson with me, you should go to amilingo.com. My name is Alona there. And see you next time, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Bye, guys.